Hello everybody and welcome to our HMIS overview for new users. My name is Tony Diaz and I am a PA HMIS system administrator for the Balance Estate. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at today is logging in. Now if you see our little buddy down here wearing the graduation cap, he has a mouse and that signifies that we are logging into our training environment. When you log into the production environment, you will not see the mouse with the graduation cap. Okay, so first time you log in, you're going to have to enter your username. After that, it'll be preloaded for you. And every time you log in, you will have to enter your password. If you forget your password, there's an option down here for that. So let's go ahead and log in. So the next page you're going to look at when you're logging in is the workgroup, organization, and location. Now, not everything in Client Track is going to be the same for everybody. Some may have more work groups or less work groups, or more organizations or less organizations, more permissions or less permissions. So right now I am logging into the 2020 users work group and my fake organization. For those of you using coordinated entry, you'll be toggling between your coordinated entry organization and your home organization. You can do this at login, or you can do it after you log in. Okay, so this area right here is called the dashboard. And then this area over here on the left is called the menu. You always see the name of the workspace that you are in at the top of the menu. We are in the home menu right now. And then you will see all the availability that you have along the left side here. There will be submenus that you can open up to other submenus, and if there's an arrow, then that'll allow you to click on a more specific thing inside of that menu. So for here, we are in the home screen, the project descriptors menu, open enrollments, and we can click on open enrollments, or we can click on open enrollments with most recent assessment. Moving over to the right, you have the flag with two arrows. If you click on that, it's going to open up the carousel and let you navigate between the different workspaces. Each one of these white boxes is a workspace, and you can see that they are labeled. And each one has a shortcut ribbon next to it that you can click on to go to that specific function. So going back to home, here you have the search box. You can type inside the search box and then hit the magnifying glass, and that'll run a search. You can narrow down that search. For instance, if you were looking for clients, you could specifically look for clients. Over here, you have the bell for notifications. If you receive any notifications, the bell will have a number for you there. You have your name, the help, and the sign out. So if you click on your name, it's going to open up a dialog box that is going to let you to change your work group. You can change your organization if you're going back and forth between coordinated entry. You can change your location or even the theme. If you prefer dark instead of the default, you can hit dark and hit apply, and it'll go dark. Or if you prefer the default over the dark, you can go back to default and hit apply. Okay, next is your help. On the right side, you can submit a ticket. And there's 3 different types of tickets: issues, questions, and suggestions. And then over here on the My Client Track menu, a couple of notable things: you can change your password, you can look at your submitted issues. So if you did click on help and submit a ticket, this is where you would go to see that ticket and to read any notes that have been put into that ticket and to respond to anything that was entered into that ticket. Also, we have system documents. Now, if you click on system documents, it's going to take you to all the documents that have been uploaded into the system. This is a great reference source. There's a lot of guides in here, and as you scroll down, they get older and older. So you're going to want to be aware of that. Okay, the next box is the clients box. Again, the same thing. You have your dashboard in the middle, name, help, and sign out. The search, the carousel flag, and the name of the workspace that you are in. Those are going to remain consistent through all the work groups or through all the workspaces. Here you can go to the dashboard, find a client, or do an intake. And when you click on intake, that's going to have your new clients. You can use a client or select a different client. Over here, it's going to keep track of your workflow, and you can pause it or cancel the workflow. If you cancel the workflow, it's just going to cancel it back to the last point it's saved, and it saves after each one of these. So when you get done with basic client information, it'll save family members, it'll save. So then program enrollment, if you were to get halfway through that and cancel the workflow, you would still have these two. And again, there's assessments in here. Common assessments. This you'll find the master assessment and the universal data assessment, financial assessment, barriers. In here, you have other assessments as well. Enrollment and services, RI assessments, SPDATs. Going on to the next one is your provider's workspace. Here you can find a provider. You can go to the provider dashboard. When you get to the provider dashboard, it's going to give you the name, address, zip code, city, state, phone, and email. It's going to list the services available. You'll have a wait list and clients referred. You click on the blue action button, you can accept or reject. Going on to the next one, we have housing. You can manage your inventory, bedding unit, look at things like fair market rent, check-ins and reservations. You can bar people. You add a new facility. Again, some of this is based around your permissions. Next, we have the reports section, and we have tried to make this as accessible to everybody as possible. You have your Data Explorer and your files on server. So Data Explorer is just a way you can go in and try to pull out some data. You can click on things and say, show me. So if you're really into data or there's something you're particularly looking for and you want to try to find it, you can use Data Explorer. Files on server here. This is where your reports will be uploaded to when they're done. So as far as reporting goes, we have by name list reports, HMIS exports, HMIS reports, client reports, enrollment, referral, service, and other. So when you go into like HMIS exports and you want to run an APR, it's fairly basic to run. An important thing to remember is anytime you see a red star, that is a mandatory field. So the workflow or the report will not function until these red star categories have been addressed. And when running the report, anytime you get to generate a validation file, you should always check the box. Okay, so let's say you ran the report, you hit run export. Now you check on your files on server. A lot of these reports, like client reports, enrollment reports, will run in just a minute or two. The bigger ones like the APR and the CAPER, the annual reports, are going to take some time. And they will be uploaded to here, files on server when they are done. If you choose to click to view, you can see the status of the report. This is good just to make sure that it is currently queued, and you can see how far along it has come. When it's completed successfully, then it will be uploaded to the files on server, and you will be able to download it with by punching on this, the paper with the green arrow. Or if you're done with it and you're like me, you have a lot of them in there and it's getting cluttered, you can hit the X and delete the file out. Okay, so that is the end of our general overview. Welcome to Client Track, and I look forward to seeing you next time. I am going to sign out now and say bye.